Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something pretty cool today.
Yeah.
Low code and no code,
Yeah.
building apps. But like way easier than you think. Have you heard of this stuff?
Oh, yeah. No code, low code. It's like the buzzword these days, right?
Totally. And I think it's because people
Yeah.
are realizing, whoa, I don't need to be a coding whiz to make an app, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. It's kind of like, remember Legos?
Oh, for sure.
You just snap those blocks together and
Yeah.
boom, you've got a spaceship.
Or a castle or whatever you can
It's
imagine.
it's that kind of vibe. But for making apps, websites, all sorts of things.
So are we saying like anyone can just jump in and start building stuff?
That's the idea. And today we're going to break down how these two approaches work. No code, low code.
All right, let's start with no code. That sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Right. No code. But how does it actually work?
Yeah, break it down for us.
So imagine this. You want to build an app, right? But instead of writing lines of code,
Which, yeah, can be intimidating.
totally, you're working with these like visual blocks. Each block represents a different function. Like maybe one block is for user login.
Right, see.
Another block is for storing data. Another one displays pictures. You get the idea.
Yeah, like puzzle pieces.
Exactly. You just drag and drop them, arrange them how you want.
So no typing out crazy code.
Nope. It's all visual. You configure those blocks, customize a few things, and boom.
That sounds kind of amazing, actually. What kind of stuff can you build with that?
Oh, tons of things. People are building online stores, websites, landing pages, even simple games. And the cool part is you don't need any coding experience to get started.
That's what's so exciting about this. Man.
Absolutely. It's opening doors for so many people. I was reading about this bakery owner who used a no-code platform to create an online ordering system. No coding skills whatsoever.
Wow. Okay, so no code is for those more like straightforward projects, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. But then we've got low code, which kicks things up a notch.
Okay, so low code. Still kind of like building with Legos.
Definitely, you've got that same visual building block approach. But here's the difference. With low code, you have the option to add your own custom code.
So you get the ease of visual building.
Yep.
But with the power of code for the trickier stuff.
Exactly. It's like imagine you're building that Lego castle, right?
Yeah.
But you also have tools to like sculpt and modify individual bricks.
Oh, interesting. So you can get really creative and make it unique.
Precisely. Low code gives you that foundation, that structure, but you also have the freedom to customize.
What kind of platforms are we talking about here for low code?
Well, there's FlutterFlow, which is pretty popular. You design your app visually, but then you can dive into the code to, connect to a specific payment system or something.
Oh, I see. So if you need something really specific
Yeah.
that's not just a pre-made block, you can add it in.
Exactly. Or maybe you want to do some really complex data analysis. You can add that code in too.
Okay, this is making sense. So help me out with some examples here. Let's say I'm building a dating app.
Great.
Could I do the basic stuff with no code and then use low code to add something unique?
Perfect example. Yeah, you could totally build the basic user profiles, like, where people put their pictures and bios and the messaging system, where they chat with each other. You could do all that with no code.
Okay.
But then let's say you want to build a really unique matching algorithm.
Ooh, yeah. To like match people based on their interests or something.
Exactly. That's where you'd probably want to hop over to a low-code platform and add some custom code.
Cool. What about something more complex, like an e-commerce app? Where people can order stuff online.
For that, you'd probably lean towards low code from the start. Think about it. You need to manage inventory, right? Make sure things are in stock.
Yeah.
And then you need to connect to shipping systems, track orders in real time. That's a lot of moving parts.
That's a lot of code.
Exactly. So while you could design the look and feel of the app visually,
You'd need that custom code to handle all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
okay, so both no code and low code have their strengths. It's all about picking the right tool for the job.
Totally. And, sometimes traditional coding is still the best way to go.
Oh, right. So when would you say that's the case?
Well, if you need something super specialized, a very specific feature that no platform offers out of the box, or if you need like granular control over your app's performance.
Like really fine-tuning how it runs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In those cases, you might need to go the traditional coding route.
It's amazing how these new tools are changing things, though, like democratizing app development.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about it. A few years ago, if you had an app idea,
Mm.
you pretty much had to learn to code or hire a team of developers. That's expensive.
Yeah, that puts it out of reach for a lot of people, but now
Now you can prototype your idea, even build a basic app yourself. It's incredible.
it's so empowering. But it's also important to be realistic, right? Oh, absolutely. It's not like you can just snap your fingers and build the next Facebook.
Right.
These tools have their limitations, but for the right kind of project, they can be game changers.
Totally. So knowing all this, I got to ask,
Yeah.
what app would you build? What problem would you solve if you had these tools at your disposal?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'd have to think about that. But that's the beauty of it, right? The possibilities are endless.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will be inspired to create the next big thing.
I hope so.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into low code and no code. Until next time.